Okay, I will not say cunt. Noted. Cunt is right off the table.
Yeah. And we won't talk politics either. That's always a good one. Jeez.
What's up, man?
Not a lot. Got basically a couple of hours sleep last night. So my brain is really working very well today.
How time is it over there?
It is now 9:40 in the morning.
It's 8:10 here.
Yep. So, how's things going?
I'm explaining to a writer something, which is really annoying because it's like, didn't I hire you to do this? As opposed to, what have you.
Would this happen to be for a role-playing game of yours?
For heroic.
Yeah.
Which one was that again?
What'd she say?
Grim was just saying, which one was that again?
We're waiting. I'm on bear time. What the fuck, man? Where are you, grr?
He's on the road again. On the road again. I can't sing as well as Cody. I won't even try.
As well as who?
Cody.
Cody?
Yeah.
Cody plays a hell of a guitar, son. He sings about as well as I do. We can carry a tune. We're not bad, but neither one of us are singers.
Yeah, but his voice works with his guitar work, so. Oh, he's in Florida. Traffic sucks, so he's not even trying to join. Fair enough.
Okay.
How is that a surprise that traffic in Florida sucks?
Well, no, I mean, not necessarily, because, like, I mean, yeah, it's Florida, but as we've come to learn, apparently Wisconsin is a lot worse.
For what?
Oh, just that whole, looking at America from the outside, you always think that Florida is like, Florida man, but it's just because they have such a open policy of like things that happen there that it just seems like it's the worst place in America. But as we've been watching,
Yeah. Okay. So this is not true. Okay. So everyone says this. They go, yeah, but it's just because Florida publishes all its crime stuff. That's why it's. Dude, I have never read a story anywhere in the world about someone trying to throw a wild animal through a car drive-through at a restaurant. Okay. Not even Australia. And you guys are pretty fucking Florida man of the South Pacific. So no.
Okay, well, I admit, yes, Florida does indeed have some wacky stories that come out of it. Like, only in Florida type things.
Do you want me to see if someone else is available to join us? In specific, an actual Florida man?
An actual Florida man.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you mind, or are you like, no?
Yeah. Dude, you
sure?
do you. I don't mind.
All right. Let me send him the invite. Yeah, I don't know, man. There he is. He's actually chatting in your shit.
Yes.
Doc, use the link I sent you. Come join us.
Boodoo. Boodoo. Hello.
Yeehaw! Well, that's really more of a Western thing. So what's going on down there, down under?
Monday morning.
And is it true the toilets flush in the opposite direction?
No.
How disappointing.
Yeah.
It's an absolute myth.
Sad.
And no, we don't ride around in the pouches of kangaroos either.
Well, no, they're very small. I mean, I assume you ride on the kangaroos, though.
Well, yes, of course. I mean,
You've got to
get the right
avoid the
saddle.
drop bears.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go make coffee if this is the conversation we're having, so I'll be right back.
Bear
I think you'll probably like Doc Flamingo. He's really your kind of goofy.
Well, yes, we chatted. What's that last time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were. I was on once before with you guys.
Yeah.
Bear doesn't like me making fun of his drop bear cousins. Now, are those supposed to be some sort of form of killer koala, or is it its own mythical thing?
Yeah, I think it's just it was just a joke as a mythical koala to just like mess with tourists.
As if being in Australia wasn't messing with them enough.
I mean, yeah, I mean, so that's one of the funny things, right? Like, we can make up all this stuff, but then when we start saying true things, like the biggest spider in the country is also the least venomous, and it's like, we're being serious. Like, the biggest one is also the one that won't kill you.
The one that won't kill you.
The one that won't kill you.
Basically, yeah, you guys love your biotoxins down there.
What was that?
You guys love your biotoxins down there.
Oh, yeah. Like the spiders, the snakes, the jellyfish, the platypus.
Is that poisonous?
Yeah.
Freaky.
Yeah, I think it's the front webbed feet things. They've got a little like injector talon on them, and if they stab you with it, yeah, they inject a venom or a poison or something into you.
That animal wasn't weird enough.
Yeah.
It's got poison claws. Oh
yes.
my God.
Yes. It's just like fuck you and everything you stand for.
Have you guys considered neutron bombs?
Yeah,
just
but
clear all that. Just everybody go to New Zealand for a week and just like clear the place out. And come back.
But here's the thing: we've already adapted to it, which means anyone that invades us has to also go through that line of natural creatures that inhabit this continent.
Okay, that's fair enough. I guess.
So we keep them around basically as like the second line of defense for our country.
That and all the great whites.
Mm.
Although, actually, I lived in the Bay Area in San Francisco for a while. They actually have them out there too.
Yeah. But
like
up north, you've got great white sharks and saltwater crocodiles.
In case one misses you.
Yeah. And every few years, there's a bloom of flesh-eating bacteria algae in the ocean as well. So
neat.
Invading Australia is really just rolling the dice. Good luck. And I mean, yeah, you could just bomb us and then just not worry about it. But if you're trying to land, eventually you're going to make a mistake and, you're going to be like, oh, look at that tiny little spider. Oh, that's funny. Squish. I don't feel so dead.
Do you guys have scorpions down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some. They're not terribly dangerous, though. It's
Our
kind of like a
scorpions-
nasty wasp sting.
Oh, yeah, we got plenty of wasps and bastards like that.
Yeah, we have some
Oh.
fun bugs here. And a lot of invasive species. Florida has this really bad habit. They'll have an invasive species problem, and the solution for some stupid reason is always to bring in a new invasive species to deal with the last one. And it always blows up in their face.
See, that's what the government was doing in Australia up until about the 80s, I think. Like, they would have a problem, they would bring in a species, and then it would just make shit worse. That's what's like going on with the feral rabbit problem, the cane toad problem. Like, basically, all those things were brought in that then became massive pests in the entire country, and it's just like, motherfucker.
What
I
kind of
think
problems can a rabbit
this image is
cause?
perfectly the speed of your channel, sir. I'm just trying to think, like, did they make her look autistically Down syndrome-y, or is that just the way she normally is?
She's kind of strange looking. Did you see what those, where were they from? It was an oil tanker crew from somewhere. She was out on her boat doing one of her, like, sailing around the world, yelling at people tours. And some big oil tanker fucking waked her. They had "fuck you,
Really?
Greta" in giant letters painted on the side of their fucking tanker.
Wow. Yeah, she's my absolute favorite type of modern protester. I will call shit on you. I will tell you you're monsters. I'll tell you all these horrible things. Oh, you're yelling back at me? I'm just a little girl. Why are you yelling at me? I'm just a child. Oh. Really? All right. Well, maybe you get to learn the proper fucking reaction, which is open your mouth, pay the price. The same freedom of speech that allows you to say all the shit you want about how dare you. How dare you entitles us to say whatever the fuck we want back. And that's just the way it fucking is.
Yeah, you know,
Right?
she's never had a word to say about like China or India, which are responsible
You ever
for like
notice that
half
whenever
the
she's
pollution
interviewed
on the
off the
planet?
cuff and doesn't have a prepared talking point, she always defers to someone else or sounds like a bumbling idiot because her
Yep.
parents write all her stuff. Her parents should be fucking put in jail for child abuse.
How old? She's got to be in her
Scorpions
20s
aside.
now.
No, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Scorpions the size of VW bus, probably. Too right. Jedediah.
Oh, yes, so we'll fuck around and find out.
Now
Fuck
these
around and find out. Jeddo.
these feral rabbits, are these like Monty Python style killer rabbits? Because I would not put that past Australia.
No, they have not surprisingly adapted to the rest of the fauna of this country and developed some kind of weird killer instinct. They're just pests.
Annoying and
Basically.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Hang on, cats are being a pain in the ass.
Kind of like camels.
There's camels there?
Yeah.
We had
Australia-
some for a little while. They got imported. The U.S. Army wanted to use them out in the desert in the Mojave. And they eventually decided these things suck. We don't like them, so they let them loose. And for a long time, there was camels wandering around. I think the last ones
Aren't there still there today? There's like small herd or something?
They haven't seen any since, I think, 1950 something. Early 1950s was the last one reported sighting of one.
Yeah, here in Australia, we've got such a feral camel problem up north, like northern Western Australia, Northern Territory, that like you can go out in a helicopter and shoot and kill dozens, hundreds, and you will barely make a dent in the pest problem.
Oof.
There are still camels in the Mojave. They're in the Mojave National Preserve.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
I thought they had died out.
Yeah, it's not a real place, Australia, by the way.
That's
It's a
clear
very
fiction.
persistent
Nothing to me
illusion.
nothing that's strange could actually exist in the real world.
Look, just because the platypus has technically a platypus bill because it predates the duck and it's got venomous talons and it lays eggs, but it's a mammal.
Just fucked up and wrong. And why did it have to be poisonous? That is messed up. That is just straight messed up. Are there any other poisonous mammals? I know some of them will infect you with nasty stuff, but that's like usually bacteria and stuff.
Yeah, like a disease or something like that. Kind of
Well,
like
I'd rather-
koalas with is it chlamydia? Yeah, chlamydia.
Yeah. I read a really interesting thing the other day. Apparently, there are no verifiable amateur photographs or videos of pandas in the wild. Only those done by the Chinese government or the World Wildlife Federation or stuff like that. There's no like guy was in the woods of China, saw a panda and took a picture. Like none of that. Apparently, it's all the media we have on pandas are like absolutely 100% government like issued. Isn't that weird? That's weird to me.
Yeah.
That's
I
weird.
could picture China having basically wiped them out with all the crazy developing they do and just keeping them what they have.
But the idea is that pandas are not real. They're a created thing. No, this is what the article is possibly. I don't know if I believe it, but it's just saying that like
Grimm's comment: pandas are a psyop.
yeah, that's exactly what they were saying in this article. Is that it's a fucking psyop. It's just like something that's like, kind of like how the Chinese like to tell us there's over 1 billion people in China or whatever it is, and there isn't apparently. Apparently, like maybe there's 500 million or something like that, or 700 million, but there isn't a billion. But the Chinese cook the books. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in this world that we just take for fucking granted. You know what I mean?
Although I have seen a panda in person at a zoo.
Yeah, no. That's the thing. They're saying it could be some weird breeding program. It could be a genetically engineered being or stuff like that. But the point is, just like it only eats bamboo. What fucking animal in the wild only eats one thing and nothing else?
Koalas.
Now, koalas eat other things. They eat bugs and insects. They've been known to dig up dead bodies from animals, from grave sites. Koalas have a really fucked up system. And also, koalas are kind of retarded.
Only because they spend so much time eating eucalyptus, which gets them high.
High as fuck, which makes sense why they enjoy eating eucalyptus. Exactly. There was an article because I had an argument with someone in college that there are no purely vegetarian, like there's no true herbivore, 100% only plants, never eats anything else. And I was arguing with him, and I kept doing stuff, and he just kept showing me articles from various papers about squirrels eat meat, cows eat nesting birds, shit like this. It was just like there was a time where I just got really depressed. I was like, "Oh fuck, everything eats something," Jesus Christ. But not pandas. They just eat bamboo.
There's got to be
like one
bugs
good bamboo famine, no more pandas. What was that, Jason?
They've got to have some like bugs in the bamboo, I'm sure.
No, because they beat it. You ever watch how they deal with it? They whack it, make it flay, because it's too hard to eat without beating it first.
Huh, weird.
What pandas eating? They're really fucked up. Bear ants. Okay, first of all, it's a bear ant. If you're going to call back jokes from 2 years ago, RPG Dad.
Oh, what's this about white ants?
Fucker, white ants.
Are there white
ants in Australia? Other than my new awesome college band. What?
Oh,
are there white ants in Australia? Because I heard something about white ants.
Yes, sort of.
Freakish.
I believe Grim is answering that question as we speak.
White ants, also known as termites, are a significant pest in Australia. So the Australians just call termites white ants.
Okay.
Oh, fucking boring.
Oh no! To be fair, it's because brown ants, they're fully industrialized in Australia. Like, have you not seen the skyscraper termite mounds in the north?
No.
Oh yeah, I've seen pictures of that. That's freaky. Those big
Yeah.
tube things.
Yeah. That they build skyscraper colonies, and like there's areas up in like Northern Territory and stuff where like there's just dozens of these large termite mounds.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're industrialized.
I mean, they're not skyscrapers, but Jesus Christ.
These are obviously not union termites.
What is
They're
wrong
all
with your
scabs.
continent? Like, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with your continent?
Oh yeah, well, isn't the giant fuck off ants the black ants?
Not really. They're sort of. They've got that, the one with the long pincers.
Oh, yep.
And they're
Is that the
black
official
and
name?
white.
If I go look up giant fuck off ants in Google, is that the species name? Oh, that's a fuzzwuzzler. That's a
Actually-
guru, and that's a giant fuck off ant.
Actually, if you put Australian giant fuck off ant, it might actually come up with the proper result for you.
Oh,
Let's find out.
Oh, the bull ant.
Australian
Is that what you meant, the
Fuck
bull
off.
ant?
ant.
Oh,
it's sort of like a reddy brown with a black bum.
The red bull ant.
Actually,
The red bull ant, Myrsimicea gliosa, also known as a giant bull ant or a hoppy joe, of course, is a species of bulldog ant from the genus Myrmicea. Yes, they have.
I got stung by a
Is
velvet
this what
ant
she's
once.
talking about? Is it this thing? Hey, woman, is it this? Because those fucking mandibles look like they would hurt. Hang on, where is he? There he is. Here you
yeah,
giant
black bum.
fuck
Yeah,
off
that's the
ant.
one.
Look at those fucking mandibles.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
The fuck is wrong with your continent?
We have fire ants here, which suck pretty bad.
Yeah, we've got red. Yeah, they're red ants here.
Yeah, I got bitten by those a couple times. I have a freaking allergic reaction to them.
Reasons I will not live in Florida, Texas, or anywhere along that area. Fire ants.
I once got stung by a velvet ant, which is actually a flightless wasp. My whole arm swelled up. And they call them cow killers, although they don't actually kill cows. And they told me the only reason I didn't pass out from it because it had probably stung something recently. So I got a tiny dose of the poison, but my arm was looked like freaking Popeye after that. That was not a fun day.
Yeah, RPG Dad. Emus.
That there's a Happy Joe. That there's a Floppy Steve. Don't confuse the two. One's good eats, the other that's like fuck. And I'm sure my Australian accent is like just chalk on a fucking nails on a whiteboard for you, but I don't care. Cassowary.
Yeah.
And I have
Honestly, you
another
should be
question.
talking in this.
How the hell did Steve Irwin live as long as he did?
God favors the foolish.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I've got no answer to that because, like, the rest of us don't fuck around and find out, but he fucked around and found out.
Constantly.
Well, he fucked around for so long before he found out, which boggles my mind. And also is kind of connected to a pet peeve I have about America, but I'm not going to go into that little rant.
Yes, I mean, also, it's called the stingray. It's not a tickle ray. It's not a cuddle ray. With all the amount of things that sting in the world, to actually get it incorporated into your name, I have to think you put the hurt in a fella or two.
Barbed tail stingray as well. Like,
Let me get myself right above this and fuck with him.
And it got him in the heart.
huh? Oh, yeah.
It got him in the heart.
Yep.
Like one in a bajillion chance.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm sorry. I know that was very tragic and everything. And Americans that probably are not Floridians, I realize that someone dying like that, especially when they've got family and stuff, that can be very sad. But to me, that was still fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, but that was funny as fuck.
My reaction was, it's about damn time.
And see, this is like I keep finding myself very disturbed about, where I keep agreeing with like Floridians. Like you guys are like, oh yeah, that guy died because he kept poking, dangerous animals. Oh, I saw that coming. Australians, very much on the same page. A lot of other people in the rest of the world, oh, how can you say such things? Because he was fucking around with dangerous animals. It was bound to happen eventually.
The man was an idiot. He was asking to die on a regular basis, and he was doing it on television, so I don't feel bad about being entertained by it. This is clearly what he wanted.
You know what the funny thing is? I'm not sure his show was actually on in Australia. Because it was? Okay. Because I only knew about him because of the wildlife park he had in Queensland. I never saw the show. And so when Americans would, like back in, early 2000s, 90s, 2000s, that time of the internet, and Americans would be like, the show, and it's just like, huh? I never saw the show. I had no idea he had a TV show. It was so weird.
Didn't one of his kids get like attacked by a giant ass python or something not long after he died? Like a baby that they were letting play with this thing?
Oh yeah, I think
By the way, I don't know if you understand what role Doc Flamingo plays in the social circle, but he's the wild crazy man who has all these theories about stuff. Malachi, I don't know if you've talked about Malachi. Malachi is the drunk conspiracy uncle at Thanksgiving, and Doc Flamingo is his best friend who says, well, "I don't know, but I heard maybe there was a thing. I don't know about this. Could you tell me?" And
Bear. You're just making me want to have Doc Flamingo and Malachi on.
Your funeral.
You're pitching me something that sounds like the greatest idea of all time.
It's really not, and I'm warning you now, but go ahead.
I don't know.
Have I see if Malachi's available?
Sure.
All right, let's go see if I can make your dreams a reality. There he is. Sent the invite. We'll see what happens.
Oh.
Bling, 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 ding, ding, ding. It's really weird. I say this, like I said this on the old conspiracy iceberg thing on Shadow's channel and lots of other places. Amongst my friends in real life, I'm the woo-woo guy. I'm the guy with like the crazy theories and oh my god, I can't believe you believe that's real, blah blah blah. Then I hang out with like Raven and Shadow and Good Guy and Malachi, and I'm the rational realist with them. Because I'll say shit like, you know what, man, Bigfoot's legit. There's really Bigfoot out there. My friends go, yeah, whatever, Bigfoot, man. Right? So I'm the woo-woo guy. With this group, we say, yeah, Bigfoot's real. And then they start about, yeah, he's telepathic and he can see for reality. And I just sit there going, oh, Jesus Christ, why?
I don't.
They're also monitoring us for, the other aliens as well. Didn't you know that?
Well, did you know that many UFO witnesses claim that there's been a Bigfoot on the UFO with them as well? Yeah, none of the ones that seem legit have claimed that. Only the ones who want attention.
What were you going to say, Doc?
I don't really buy Bigfoot. Somebody had killed one by now.
No, they wouldn't have. You've never been to the Pacific Northwest. You have no fucking idea how big that fucking rainforest is. That's the problem. You've only ever lived on the civilized side of America for the most part. You've never been to the crazy Northwest. It is I wasn't prepared for it when I moved there originally. I was like, what the fuck? This is like, yeah, sure, there's a city right here, but I can legit walk out of the city into the bush. Thank you, tinfoil hat. Thank you.
Grim put this on me.
Well done, Grimsy. See, Grimsy appreciates that I make, Australianisms of her name, Sarrow. I don't know why you don't.
I thought we were
Fucking
doing
Vegas years, Malfoy.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, jeez.
And who are those tiger guys that were in Vegas? Speaking of Vegas, didn't one of them get eaten?
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah, didn't one
Yes,
of them get?
Siegfried. Hello, Roy.
Didn't one of them get like iced by one of their animals?
He didn't get iced, did he? I think he just got attacked, didn't he? Siegfried and Roy. I don't think one of them. Is Roy dead?
I know that they got attacked once.
Yeah, I know he got attacked. But you see, this is
Okay,
what he does. He's like, who's that guy that was completely horribly mutilated by a tiger in Vegas? And then the guy was he was mauled. He wasn't killed. Totally a tiger ate him right on stage in front of everybody. That's what happened.
What? I didn't say that. I was asking.
And then Malachi will be there, and he'll pick up on that. Not that they've ever been together, but it'll just be funny in my head of having the two of them together for Thanksgiving. Well, actually, there's a conspiracy that the CIA actually was programming the tigers, and they were training them to kill Castro. You'd be like, what the fuck is going on? We just eat the turkey, guys.
The CIA has done goofier things.
Yeah, the vampire.
See? Rest my case.
No, that's a legit thing. The CIA propagated vampires in what was that?
Nerds, I sent you the link. Come join us.
Oh, crap, who was that? Is that like Malaysia or somewhere? Or Papua New Guinea or something? They were trying to secure the place from like communist hands or something like that, going communist or something. And so they propagated a bunch of killings by making it look like vampires did it, and then paying off a bunch of locals and propagating this idea that vampires were killing people and they needed the US military to come help them.
My tax dollars.
CIA, man.
That's USAID at its finest, and it was the Philippines. This is correct.
Oh, thank God that's fucking gone now.
But the Philippines? No, they're still there.
No, USAID, man.
Aren't there like a metric shit ton of Filipinos in Australia now?
Yeah, there's always been.
Fuck that, dude. Manitoba. Winnipeg, Manitoba. The coldest fucking city in Canada has a massive Filipino population. It has the largest Filipino population of any Canadian city, including Vancouver, on the fucking Pacific. And it's like cold as fuck there. I don't know why. And I don't know how they survive. Like, really, how do you go from the tropics to that? You know what I mean? It's insane. But I love Filipinos. I love the way they speak English. It's like my favorite thing. Because I've worked in call centers for 20 years. I've had
Is that the pidgin English?
What?
Do you mean the pidgin English?
No, the musical tone. Hello, sir. How are you today? How can I help you, sir? Like, they're so like, la 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 la. It's like, you are fucking hobbits. Admit it. Just admit it. Lovely, warm, crazy people. No, they are. They're really like, they're insanely friendly, nice, but absolutely batshit crazy people.
There were a bunch of Filipino bar girls when I was in Korea for strange reason. They imported a metric shitload of them.
Because the Koreans suffer from the same thing the Japanese suffer from, which is the same thing the Chinese suffer from. They're not big on their own girls working in those fields, so they like to import them from nearby countries.
Yeah, them and
They still happen. They still happen. The girls wind up in there, but it's like if you were watching a Hong Kong film and a chick was topless and it had a named character, check the credit. She's either Japanese or Thai or something else. She's not fucking Chinese. You know what I mean? It was a weird thing. The
They had a lot of
ants.
Russian girls there too for a while, but they were like chasing them out for some
Hmm.
reason. They weren't happy with them.
Oh, because they were all honeypot. Hello, baby, come talk to me. I have wonderful pussy for you, and then I make you tell me secrets of West.
I actually dated a Russian girl while I was over there. Just one of the
Did she show you the technique with moose and squirrel?
The very first time I went out with her, I got her a bottle of vodka from the PX. We're at this Russian restaurant they had there in Uijeonbu, and so I poured her a glass, right? I set the bottle down. She pushes the glass away, takes the bottle, full liter, with just 2 glasses, and downs half of it in a swallow.
Yeah.
And slammed it down. I remember just watching this, being like, no good can come from knowing this woman.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're full of shit. Your thought was, marry me now. There's a great video I saw it was like one of the shorts on YouTube, and it was like Russian wife, the fantasy. And it's like the hot blonde in lingerie, and she's walking up the stairs as lingerie's falling up. She's like, come to bed, baby, I need you. And then they go, Russian wife, the reality. Same chick in track pants and a sweater, and it says 4 a.m. What the fuck are you still doing in bed? Get up, you lazy fucking don't make money. Russian women don't mix well with Western men. Let's just put it that way. It's pretty, it's nice to look at, but Western men are not prepared for how A, liberated, and how B, dominant Russian women can be. Like, it just baffles them, you know? And that's like an Eastern European thing as well. Like, I was with a Romanian girl. Holy fuck, I wasn't allowed to have emotions. I was not allowed to have emotions. If I had emotions, I was pussy. What's wrong with you? Come on, don't be pussy. Why are you upset? My mother just died. So what?
She was old.
It's so weird. The cultural differences. And then you go to Australia, which doesn't exist. And everybody down there is like, I don't know, how do you put it? It's like if the Irish were more inbred and got too much sun. So it's like inbred drunk, well, Irish. It's like inbred sunstroked Irish. Come on, Sarah. Come on.
What the hell is a rocking bullwink?
Did she teach you about
I
the
see.
rocking bullwinkle?
Oh, I see. I see.
Squirrel, moose, and squirrel.
I thought it was some crazy Australian animal for a moment.
No,
before
it's $50 extra. That's what the rocking bullwink is.
Yeah, no, I can't really
So's mine, Scrimsy. So's mine.
deny that because I mean, I'm literally half Egyptian, and yet my Irish genes dominated my entire genealogy.
Have you ever noticed anyone who is part Irish, their Irish genes dominate? Look at me. Irish, Scottish, Danish. Do I look Danish? With my big brown eyes and my fucking freckles? Do I look Danish? When I was a ginger when I was a fucking kid? Do I look Danish? Celtic fucking blood is like, just like the other bloods are like, oh, hello, I am from Spain, España. Where are you from? Oh, hello, I'm North African. Let us make beautiful children together. But then, and then the kids come out, they're like these exotic beauties. And the Celtic genes show, they're like, oh, hey, everybody out, let's go. But your father's black. I know. Translucent with white. That's the fucking way it is, man. Yes, he knows. He's Irish descendant. We all have to stop calling ourselves Irish because none of us live in fucking Ireland, okay? Let's just call ourselves Irish descendant. Irish adjacent.
I'm only half Irish.
You're only what?
I'm half Irish, half English, which explains my odd habit of brutally oppressing myself and then savagely
Yes, your
retaliating.
self-loathing makes much more sense now. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Sweet.
Oh, it's
mother.
Monday tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not acceptable.
Do not want to go to work tomorrow.
Oh, you're from the future, aren't you, Seraphis?
Yes, it's already Monday. Almost 10:30.
Freakish.
Yeah.
Irishish. You know what, Nurse? I gave you the link. You can come join us and talk shit with your voice. Yeah, VTuber. It's Sarrow. Nobody's watching. Come on.
Well, no, Bear's watching and Jace, Duck Flamingo's watching.
I'm not
Grumpy's
watching.
RPG Dad and Grim.
I'm not watching. Am I watching?
Oh, Roxas as well. Sorry.
No, I'm not watching. I don't know why you say Bear is. Bear's not watching. Bear's here, but I'm not. You know what? I'll be nice and watch. Hang on.
You're watching your screen while we're having this conversation, aren't you? I
Your
count that as a
pedantic
watch.
bullshit joke deserved that level of me tearing it apart. Do you understand? It was such a bad joke, I had to be that fucking pedantic just to make it fall. But now I'm watching. I'm gonna go ahead and click like too. Look at that. No, I don't look one bit like Saxius. I look nothing like the Danish part of my ancestry. In fact, there's decent cause to say that I look more Norwegian than I do Danish.
Actually, yes. You do have more Norwegian features in that kind of way, but you could also easily explain that as being Irish as well.
Exactly. The Celtic part kind of goes, yeah, and you know.
I always assumed Saxius was an ethnic accountant.
Yes, he's from Excelistan. The problem is you do this show. It was really great when you did the show when it was Sunday morning here. It was an awesome time to be on a show. Now you do it on what's like Sunday night here, and it's like, fuck, tomorrow I gotta go to work.
Yeah, well, it's otherwise than like Sunday night for me.
Yeah, and
Well, I've got to contend with either the kids or, you know, whatever else going on a Sunday
I'm gonna
night.
say, watch your mouth because Grimsey's nearby, and we might see a fucking frying pan fly into screen.
She's not armed.
She's a woman. They can get armed real fucking fast.
I'm not scared of your.
Plus, you're in Australia, so there's doubtless a blowgun or some fucked up thing handy.
A blowfish. They just, they keep it in a tank to throw at each other. I am. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Someone did his 23andMe. Yeah. Yeah. I think if you're 0 point anything, you're not that fucking thing. I think that's how that works. Or as my friend Robin Siskransky used to say, shake anyone's family tree hard enough, a jewel will fall out.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, you invited me on, man. And it's Sunday night. You get what you get.
Hey, if no one turned up, I was just going to go live in the middle of a conversation and then go, thanks for watching, everyone, and then just switch off.
Well, you could have just told me that and I would never have come.
Yeah, but if I said that and then like a bunch of people were going to be able to be here, then what was going to be the point? I mean,
Well, I wouldn't be here and I'd be happy.
Are you though? Are you happy?
Always.
No.
I finished my first rough draft on Valorous tonight. I'm sure I'm missing things, like I forgot to do encumbrance or costs and equipment other than armor and gear, but I'm really happy that it's done. because now I can start finding ways to break it to make sure it works. Mm.
Notice you insisted on breaking it into like 50 files. What's wrong with one
Yes.
nice big file?
Because I want you to be able to give me comments on individual sections without going, oh, where's that again? Maybe
Okay,
I've
fair
done
enough.
play testing before, Doc, and I understand the stupidity of people. What page is that on? I understand. Just take the document called characteristics. Oh, I like it. It's right there. Okay. Put them in a fucking folder. The fuck? Is this like your first time with a computer? Jesus. Nothing on this planet blows me away more than the American ability to bitch about everything. Your people are the kind of people who it's like, well, look, here's some gold. No, it's not shiny enough. Like, that's how you guys are as a people. Hey, Cody, what's up, man? Cody, if I give you the link, join us and save me from this fucking wonderful time with good people. I was going to say retard festival.
Hey, you can't say retards. That's our word.
No. You Australian. I know they roughly sound the same, but they mean the same. Australia, a continent of Down syndrome. Canada, a country of sociopaths. Cody's coming. Yay!
Canada, we invented war crimes.
Canada, it's only a war crime if we get caught. Canada, we're real friendly, eh? Until we're not. And then you'll be going, maybe the Nazis weren't so bad. It's sickening. No, it's sickening. We had an airborne division here that got disbanded and stricken from the record. And it was like our most famous military unit because while doing peacekeeping in Mogadishu, I think it was Mogadishu, it might have been Rwanda, I can't remember which one it was, somewhere in Africa while doing peacekeeping, they kind of went Canadian on the locals. And it was a big old scandal. Hi, Cody.
Yo, what's happening?
Hey, Cody.
Well, now that we've got 4 woo-woos here, shall we talk some paranormal then?
The Somalia affair was a 1993 Canadian military scandal prompted by the beating death of Shidane Aroni, a Somali teen, at the hands of 2 Canadian peacekeepers participating in a humanitarian effort in Somalia. Yep, it was documented by photos. Oh, yeah.
Did they like pose with the body?
Who knows? No, that was still you guys during the fucking Operation Enduring Fuck You, or whatever the hell you called that thing. Operation Fuck Your Couch.
It's like the intro video of Fallout 1 where the American Power Armor, they shoot it in.
Hey, you kids.
Look, our war crime is on TV.
It's only a war crime if you lose.
Wow, what did I walk into here?
What was
Why
that?
do you think I called for you? Why I was like, you know, like the call of the wild, you know. Yeah, it's not no trucks. That's the worst fucking part. Oh, oil's gonna be real cheap after you take over Iraq. That didn't happen. What the fuck are you talking about, you liars?
No, it was for the Gilgamesh tomb, dude.
I've heard that. And at the Baghdad Museum of Antiquities was like secured on day 1 of boots on the ground. It was just like that was their only thing. Like, but there's people over there with guns. Yeah, fuck you. We're on our way to secure the museum. Someone else could deal with the gun.
What would they be hoping to get from the Gilgamesh tomb?
Hey, Cody, what you doing with your Bulletproof Hero book out for?
Well, I just made a video about it.
What's
I'm,
Bulletproof Hero?
I am thinking about what game I'm going to run, and I got a stack of books here on the floor.
What's Bulletproof Hero? Is that from the Hero system?
Oh, he's talking about the 5th edition hero book. This
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which does not stop bullets, according to Steve Long.
Yeah.
It'd probably stop a pistol round.
Nope. They tested it. It does not stop bullets.
Oh, weak.
And they tested it so they could tell people this does not stop bullets, so that they wouldn't go out and try it.
Fair.
So you're thinking about what game to run? What game? Tell me more.
Yeah, so I definitely been taking a little break from running games. So I've been thinking about what game I'm going to run and self-reflecting. And so I got a stack of games here that I've been thinking of. Talislanta, Alternity, Warhammer Fantasy, Gamma World, Rifts, Champions, and Prowlers and Paragons is what's in the stack right now.
And
Which
when
edition
will you
of,
be running this game?
I don't know yet.
Which
And,
Gamma World
yeah.
edition are you looking at?
What? One question at a time. What's up?
Go ahead, Don.
Which Gamma World edition are you looking at?
4th edition.
Which one's fourth?
It's the one. I think it was the. It was the one made before the.
Yeah, that's my
Alternative-
favorite edition. That's
Yeah,
got
it's
the
my
color
favorite.
chart, right?
No,
third
no,
has the color chart.
that's 3rd edition with the color chart. Yeah,
No, I remember I played this one. I like this one.
yeah. This one's real
When
good.
are you planning to run this? And more importantly, where's my invite?
Well, I haven't invited anybody yet because I don't know what I'm running yet. But if you want to play, I mean,
What's
Alternity?
Alternity?
yeah, it's the it's one of the last TSR games made. It's a science fiction game. It's basically like a generic. It was supposed to be kind of like a generic sci-fi game. They did have some settings with it. I never used any of the settings. And it's kind of a precursor to the D20 system, but it's not. It's actually more like basic role playing is what it's like. Looking back on it, it's actually a lot like basic role playing, except for the modifiers are not like -1, -2, or whatever. They're more like it's steps of dice. So if you have a negative modifier, it'd be like a negative D4 or D6 or D8 or plus D4 or whatever. And that's how it works. But it's a roll under D20 system, essentially. And it's a game I played back in the day, but I haven't played it in probably 20 years, and I've considered going back to it.
So which way are you leaning right now?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. Don't know which way I'm leaning. I've been. I think on my top of my list right now is either probably Riffs, Alternity, or maybe some superheroes. I think those are the top 3 on my list right now.
Let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. For sure.
I'm down to clown.
Right on. Yeah, I'll let you know, dude. Oh, and Merp. That's another one that I've.
Why do you hate everyone?
Why
do you hate everyone? Merp.
Yeah, Merp's awesome.
Merp's a great game.
Yes, Thrux's Riffs. Because everybody talks about Riffs, but I don't see anybody fucking running it at all. Like I've seen like some one shots in YouTube or whatever, but I haven't seen anybody like actually running a Riffs game. I keep hearing whispers in the air that people like this game and run it, but I never see anybody run it. So
That's the like psycho crazy post-apocalyptic post-apocalyptic one?
Rifts, yeah.
Yeah.
You've never played Rifts?
No, never played Rifts.
I'm pretty shocked.
I'm getting my very first Palladium stuff in the mail, actually,
Hmm.
from the my victory on the field of battle on Legion the other day.
Yeah, it's definitely gonzo crazy, post-apocalyptic. It's kind of all over the place. It's a big mishmash of all kinds of shit. But if I ran a Rifts game, I think I would like to run like a heroic Rifts game. Is what I'd like to run.
Like supers?
Stay in your fucking lane.
Yeah, well, not your brand of heroic, but just a game, a Rifts game where people are playing heroes rather than like mercenaries and stuff, which is where everybody goes when they play Rifts. But I think basically playing the good guys in Rifts. You're kind of a superhero in Rifts, anyways. Anyways. Well, I didn't mean to kill the conversation. We can go back to Gilgamesh and whatever.
No, it's fine. It's just riffs. Fuck.
What is the this system? It's a D20 system or what is it?
Oh, you wish.
Palladium stuff is all the same. Is all based on the same system, right?
Yeah, it's like a weird, basically homebrew of AD&D. It's not really a D20 system. It uses D20 for combat, but it uses percentile. It's a skill-based percentile system for everything else.
Okay.
Yeah. It's basically the way it works. Attributes have no meaning on anything once you get past character creation. It's totally about skills after that. And combat, like I said, is D20 ran. And it runs pretty much like you would think D&D runs, except it's like an opposed system most of the time.
Okay. Yeah, I grabbed the 2E of the Palladium Fantasy and the Ninjas and Spies. I haven't seen a spy game in a long time.
Yeah, I like Palladium. It's a little wacky. It's a little wonky. It's a little rough around the edges. But I think I'm more just nostalgic for it than I am would say it's like a great system. Is where I kind of lie with Palladium. Like I'm very nostalgic for it because I played it a lot when I was young, but it's not like I wouldn't call it the greatest system ever made or anything. The one thing I will say though is the books were cool. They had a lot of cool stuff in the books. They had a lot of great ideas. But the system definitely needs some love. Which I don't know if that'll ever happen. We'll see in the TMNT book. I did get to look a little bit at that. It looks like they improved a few things.
I feel bad. I didn't back that.
Yeah, I wanted to back it. I didn't back it either. I didn't really have the money to back it at the time.
Yeah.
I wish I did. But I'll definitely buy it once it which I'm sure it'll be on the shelves or something. You can buy it after it comes out.
I had a weird thought the other day. I was looking through Pendragon and Ars Magica, and I was thinking the two of them could be welded together in a very interesting way. Because Pendragon doesn't really have a magic system at all. And
I could see that, though. I feel like there's a clash of ideas there, and I'd probably just go one way or the other. Yeah, because Ars Magica is a little more gritty than Pendragon is, as far as like the setting and everything, and it's more about just you're playing wizards and their henchmen. Which I guess you could do it. You would just have to you definitely have to tweak the setting and the idea a little bit. Like the henchman could definitely be, one of the knights or whatever. But
Well, I was thinking mainly just porting over the magic system into Pendragon.
oh, I see. Just porting
Using
over
that
the magic
like that.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be kind of cool. I don't know a lot about Pendragon. I'm just kind of looked over it. Do they have a magic system already in Pendragon?
No, they have
There's no magic at all.
They're one of the earlier editions had a book out for it, but it was like very bare bones. They like you to shy away from it.
That's fair.
Yeah, basically they're all because everyone's a knight in Pendragon, so it's just kind of
Mhm.
like do some wacky stuff if you have a magician running around, but there's not really like hard systems for it. It's just kind of like just rule
Yeah.
that something happens kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Cool.
And Pendragon's a neat system. I might want to do something with it at some point. The virtues and vices thing is kind of hard. It works for the setting.
Yeah.
I mean, like the books are kind of written that way. Like you go crazy all the time and disappear into the woods, right around naked like a crazy person. Although I wouldn't want to do it in any outside of that setting because it really dictates behavior very heavily based on dice rolls.
You're not gonna like Valorous then.
Well, that's way less intrusive than I think Pendragon is from what I looked at.
There is literally a mechanic in Valorous that, based on your fucking success or failure on a check, will determine what you do, as opposed to, oh, my character can do whatever the fuck. Well, then play another game. Yeah, my character can play another game. That's my answer now. Play another game. You don't need to play Valorous. Valorous is there for people who want to role play, and they enjoy the idea of an engine giving them role playing cues as well. No, it's a perfect example. Like, oh, I have vengeful as a one of my tags, right? For my flaws, virtues and flaws, right? And hey, look at that! I've got my enemy that I've hunted for 10 sessions in front of me, and he doesn't have a sword. Give me a test, a metal test versus I'm tagging your vengeful to see whether or not you kill him immediately. Well, killing an unarmed foe is an unheroic act, right? Like that's just not heroic. So now you have to make a saving throw. And because you're vengeful, that might come into it. But hey, you can go, hey, but I'm also, merciful, or I'm also, charitable, or I'm also law-abiding, or whatever the fuck positive trait you have, and I'm tagging that to cancel the disadvantage on the roll so I can make the roll. There's all these mechanics there. They're not huge, but they're designed to promote fucking avoiding the murder hobo bullshit where people just do what they want and then try and justify it, like so sick of dark fucking fantasy role-playing. We live in the darkest timeline. Why do you want your role-playing to be that? Role-playing's supposed to be an escape, right?
I blame Warhammer.
I blame you.
Me?
Yeah, why not?
All right. It checks out.
The fair cop. Yeah. See, Cody, that's what it feels like for me too. You say something and then you guys are all quiet. See, that there you are.
But I would argue that in Warhammer, if you're playing Warhammer fantasy roleplay, even though it's a grim dark game, you're still fighting against the darkness.
Are you?
Yeah, you
are. Are you really though? How many campaigns do they just join the fucking darkness?
I actually haven't had one yet. They might go insane from the darkness, but as far as joining it, I haven't had a campaign yet that I've.
Joining it by just becoming yet another part of the problem.
I haven't had that either. I've had people do some dark shit in Warhammer.
That's my point. It's the dark shit. It's when you do the dark shit, you become part of the darkness, and players will literally try and justify it.
Sure.
But hey, what do I know? I'm just obsessed with that word, so I don't know. Like that word a lot.
So is Warhammer Fantasy as crazy and overcomplicated as I've been led to believe? I've never actually played it.
The first edition, no, it's not a complicated game at all. No, first edition is pretty straightforward. It's a percentile skill-based system. It's actually pretty quick to make a character. It's
You
really
suck
not
hard.
Yeah.
Starting characters suck.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's a brutal game. Like, you can die quickly in Warhammer Fantasy, in any edition of it. I would say, actually, the more complicated version is the newest one, the 4th edition, which is good. But it's got a lot more stuff in it. You've got like skills and abilities and stuff, and it's a lot more to keep track of. But the original one was pretty straightforward. It's not a complicated game. I don't know why anybody would think it's a complex game.
Toon is responsible for Grimdark.
Yeah, 4th edition could be pretty laggy.
The only thing I have by them, and I never actually played. I have the first edition of Warhammer 40,000. The only game they put out, and that's only barely.
You're talking about the role-playing game, or
it's like because the original one, Rogue Trader, it's kind of miniature skirmish / role-playing game. It's kind of it's not really committed to either.
Yeah.
Which is it's not a role-playing game. But it definitely it takes the old style philosophy of wargaming where you had a game master, right? And that's the way people played war games back in the 70s and 80s. You know, it was commonplace to have a game master at the table. Funny enough, Games Workshop was the one that kind of killed that idea that you didn't need a game master. But in Rogue Trader, and if you look in like the early versions of Warhammer Fantasy Battles, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st, it's very heavily swings to having a game master to set up your games and all that stuff. But they quickly went away from that, even here in Rogue Trader, like in the supplements and stuff, because new people were getting into the hobby and they just wanted to play head to head. And that's when they came up with the idea of army books and army lists and all that stuff. So you could play head to head without a game master and all that stuff. But yeah, it's got very, very light role-playing elements in it.
Boy, this was a lot more fun when it was just me making fun of Australia, wasn't it?
I submitted the first book of my game to Amazon. Should be getting the proof in a couple days.
Nice.
Cool. I'm excited about that. Looked good in the preview. I was a little concerned by the cover thing seemed overly complicated, but it took it. So
the Amazon cover was the easiest fucking cover creator I've ever used in my life, compared to like Lulu, which gets weird and then misprints. Lulu loves to misprint covers.
Yeah, it was a toss-up between the two, but Lulu is.
I got my copy of Horde Wars.
Oh,
what is wrong with this cover print, do you think? Full bleed? Oh, it's this weird black line here. Oh, yeah. And then a black line across. That's a Lulu print if I ever saw one. You know what I mean?
Is that the hardcover?
Yeah. Sometimes we'll print it right. Sometimes we'll fuck it up.
Yeah, I got the soft cover.
Is it full bleed, your soft cover, or is there a black line around everything?
No. There's no border on it at all.
Lulu. The inside looks great. Like, the inside's well done. Everything's laid out nicely. But the cover, well, we're going to fuck with that.
Weird. So you're going through Amazon, Doc?
Yeah.
Are you going to distribute it any other way, or are you just doing Amazon?
Oh, well, I'm just going to do the print through there, and it'll be on drive-through and Red Room on PDF, and I'll put a link.
The nice
Yep.
part about Amazon POD is that you can get it everywhere in the world as a result. You can set it up so it's available all over the world. And then people who are in like Australia can actually order it without being like, and here's $60 million in shipping, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Well, the only place in Europe I could get it was UK, but everywhere else
Really?
was available. Yeah, for some reason.
hey, Sarah.
Yes.
What's up, man?
Slowly dying inside.
Why?
He's probably been stung by some hideous monster.
Hey, Grimsey's a sweetheart. Be nice.
You're lucky she's not in the room at the moment.
Why? She gotta fly all the way over here to Canada and attack me?
She's small, but she's feisty, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm shivering in my proverbial boots.
Well, I got back a little bit ago. We went and saw the 50th anniversary of Monty Python, The Holy Grail.
Oh, how was it?
Oh, dude, that was so much fun.
Oh, you
See
got
that
to
on
see it in
YouTube.
theater?
Yeah, they're doing a
Oh,
screening
nice.
this week. I think there's 2 more screenings this week in theaters.
Oh, very
we
cool.
went today, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like the theater was packed, which was
Oh, I got to check
cool.
if they're doing that down
Everybody
here
was,
anywhere.
quoting the lines and singing the songs and all that stuff. It was great. It's a lot of
And
fun.
you're standing up like an old man screaming, "Shut up! I'm trying to watch a fucking movie." Because it's America. Yeah. There has to be guns involved. That's cool. Sounds like it was a fun time, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, for sure. It's actually been a while since I've been in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
I think it's probably been like a year since I've gone and seen a movie.
More than that for me, man. I haven't got. Last movie I saw in the theater was War of the Rohirrim.
Wow.
Was that
So that-
animated?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a word for it. Animated, definitely a word.
And I remembered why we don't go to the theaters much, because it was $37 for 2 people.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
then another $30 for popcorn and a couple drinks. Insanity. Yeah, $18 a person for tickets.
Mental. Absolutely mental.
It's insane.
Damn, it looks like the nearest place is Fort Lauderdale in Miami. It sucks.
Yeah, I noticed also like the movie theaters have changed a lot since last time I went. First off, they don't have any people selling tickets anymore. It's all automated now.
Yeah.
And then when you're standing in the line for concessions, they turned it into like a fucking store now. And they have all this merchandise for the movies that are out. So they had like a whole, it was like a walking through a store as you're trying to get to the concessions. And they had like t-shirts of like the Thunderbolts and those little emoji pops and all that crap. Like, I'm like, wow, they really this hard up for money?
Peter
When you're
says,
charging.
no. No, it's crazy. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, it was fun. We had a good time.
We used to have really amazing theaters down here that would show stuff like 6 months to a year behind. And they were super cheap. They'd bring you like beer and pizza. They had a waitress. And it was like,
Oh, yeah.
this was like in the 90s, and it was like $3 for the
Oh,
movie.
that's sweet. Yeah.
You had them
I've
one in
definitely,
Daytona.
I've been to
Oh,
a
the
couple of these.
times they are a changing. I mean, you know, old men yell at clouds. That's what we're doing right now. Back in my day, a pack of cigarettes was $5. You know, like, you know, that's where we're at.
Yeah. Oh, well.
It's life, dude. Everything's gone fucking insane. I went to McDonald's with a buddy a week or two ago.
Yeah.
I got 2 of the little double cheeseburgers
Mhm.
and a piece of nuggets. Guess how much it cost?
I don't know.
15,
12
16
bucks.
bucks.
$18
Jesus
for
Christ.
2 little mini cheeseburgers. Like, they're like the same size as the McDouble,
Yeah.
and a 6-pack of nuggies. And it was like insane. My buddy he got a 10-pack of nuggies, and it came to him, it was like 11 something. He's like, "Is this over $1 a nugget now? What the fuck?"
That's crazy.
Yeah.
For shitty fast food.
Yep.
Well, I'm killing the chickens as fast as I can.
Kill them faster, fuckers. Maybe don't fuck the chickens before you kill them. Do a little faster.
Hey,
Chicken
my
fucker.
union fought long and hard for that.
We got our chicken fucking rights, all right? That's wrong. That's wrong. But fucking funny. I'm just going through Temu's like dice selection. It's ridiculous, man. They vacillate between here's like 20 dice for $1.50 to here's 10 cents for $80. Like, what the fuck? How does it's insane.
What is Temu? Is that like one of those Chinese knockoff sites?
Yeah. You guys know Temu's in the States. You guys have Temu.
Oh, I don't know. I've
I've been
never.
watching all the videos about it. Buddy of mine orders a lot of shit from there. He's like addicted to Temu, so I go look every now and then. And I'm always like, it's nice, but no, just no. Because if I give in to this, there is a dice dragon that lives inside me, as you may know. As you may know.
Yeah.
And when I see those, here's it, I'm like, do I have those colors? I don't know if I have those colors. I should get some just to make sure I have those colors, but then I'll have doubles. But that's okay. That's how my brain goes. Just like, fuck, get off the site now.
I used to be that way, and then I left all my dice in the car one night, and I lost them all. And I'm like, what the fuck happened to my dice? And apparently, I drove back to the place and they were all over the freaking road. They had somehow dropped out of my car onto the road and just went everywhere because cars like scattered them everywhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck. And so ever since then, I'm just like, all right, I got one dice bag. I don't really buy a bunch of dice and stuff anymore. Like all the dice I was attached to were in that collection. Now it's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. I got dice for everything. I'm good. And that's pretty much what I've been reduced to. So what were y'all talking about before I killed the conversation?
You didn't kill the conversation. It's just Sarah doesn't talk to us, and then we feel like burdened to have to carry the conversation for him. I don't understand this fucking guy.
Well, I thought it was his show.
What I thought.
I'm not as animated as I usually am. I've
He didn't
usually
want to
got
do the show on it's Sunday nights his time because it's so. But now he does it on Monday morning his time, and he's less talkative.
because I'm tired. I haven't had the whole day to wake up.
Whole day. Does he look like a man with a plan? Grimsy, he barely looks like a man at this point. Why overcomplicated?
Fair.
He's the brains of this operation. It's not really a brains kind of operation, is it? Amen, nerds, nerd.
What is she complaining about?
There's nothing more fun than a drunk Australian, nothing more boring than a sober one.
To be fair, I can't drink anymore, so
Why not?
Don't they deport you for that?
no. I had whiskey the other year, and it basically sent me to emergency. So it seems like my body is. Oh, I've gotten too old, apparently, in a dramatic sense.
Oh, nice. Getting my proof on Wednesday. Just got the notification.
Sweet.
That's nice. It was bloody good whiskey too. What a waste. Wow.
Oh yeah, because you freaking finished it off last night. Yeah, not fair.
So you're allergic to alcohol now?
Apparently,
Yeah, my wife's the same way. She developed an allergy for alcohol, so she can't drink anymore now.
I just stopped drinking. That's all.
Smart choice. Smart
I
choice.
just was like, you know what? Booze ain't doing it for me. And I was like, you know what? Weed's not doing it for me either. So now what I do is I take a live lamp. I take a lamp and I pull it out from the base of the lamp. Then I strip the ends of the wires, plug it in. I have 2 wires, and then I hold a bunch of pennies in my mouth, and then attach the wires directly to my testicles, and turn on the light switch. And you know what? That's doing it for me.
Hey, man.
That sounds very Australian.
The copper in the pennies is what really makes it excellent because you just taste copper for like 4 days after.
Oh, man, you have copper in your pennies? Ours are all zinc now.
We don't even have pennies.
Oh, did you get rid of them?
10 years ago.
There's talk of doing that here.
Well, basically, our government decided when it was costing them 2 cents to make 1 cent, they were like, "Well, fuck that. We clearly don't need this anymore." It's amazing. I really feel like we have a vibrant, ongoing conversation here. When any one of us makes a statement, there's maybe 2 lines of a report, and then we all just go silent. Awful.
well, that's okay. I gotta go now anyway, so we can end it here. I've got cool insurance companies and stuff, so
They'll insure you in Australia?
Only for your kidneys.
That seems
once I stopped
reckless.
drinking, they said
Poor
yes.
business model. It's like, why insure him? He's going to get killed by a freaking drop bear or eat by an alligator. Catch
Actually,
by
the insurance
box
covers all that.
jellyfish at the corner store.
Are you kidding? Really?
He's the one that makes us all bigger and makes your head bigger and stacks 4 of us, but this view is killing me.
Yeah, this is the perfect view. We're all so awkwardly small. No, go back. I want to be able to not see anyone's face. There we go.
Can you see that? The fuck, Bing.
Just put it on auto rotate. Just cycles through all of the different views.
That would be kind of funny if they actually had that as a feature. So, nerds, liven this fucking party up, please.
All right, so 3 bitches walk into a bar. You think one of them would have seen it?
A Catholic priest and a rabbi are walking down the street. You see a bunch of kids playing at a playground, and the Catholic priest drunkenly turns to the rabbi and says, "Hey, what do you say we go fuck those kids?" To which the rabbi says, "Out of what?" Anyone else? Come on, let's do it. Wow, a bunch of pussies. Nerds, you're the only one with balls here other than me.
I can never recall.
Yeah, my
jokes.
joke was pretty edgy.
No, your joke was fine, but just the fact that you had the joke balls to tell a joke. Why do I talk to you? I know not to do it, but here I am doing it. I'm so stupid.
It happens. So
So,
Warhammer
Cody,
Fantasy RPG.
What happened? What did you say?
Warhammer Fantasy, the role-playing game. Worth playing if you do first edition. Is that what I heard earlier?
Yeah, I think it's. I think first and second edition are probably the best. Third edition's stupid. It was the Fantasy Flight version that had like all
Worst fucking
the chits and tokens and
shits and cooldown token. It was like, oh.
So it's basically a board game.
Yeah.
fourth
That
edition's
sounds
not
fucking
bad.
horrible.
Fourth edition's not bad. They kind of returned to form, but they added too much other crap, so it kind of slows down the game. I think the original versions are the best.
Oh God.
But-
Yeah, that's.
but
I
they're-
hate when they do these role-playing games and they add all like the extra game mechanics and the chits and the counters and all that. And it's like I love war games. Like I think those have a place. I like a
Yeah.
lot of fantasy flying games. I really love Star Wars Armada, for example. It's one of my favorite naval games. But
Mhm.
like that's not a role-playing game. You can't role play while you're over there like counting up your power tokens with subtracting them from your morality dial, which you have to turn. Like it's too much. You just have to fucking play a role-playing game.
It takes
Oh, my
me out
silver
of the
flames
game,
don't
too,
match with
when I
my
work
grapple grumlets. Fuck. What?
I don't like it, like weird like equipment when
It's
in
the
a
meta
role-playing
game
game.
mechanics.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
just
don't
want
like
Which
to
it.
version-
concentrate on what's going on.
Which edition is best if you want to worship Siege?
Well, technically, Zinch isn't in the first edition because it came out before the Slaves of Darkness and Realm of Chaos books came out. But you could introduce it easily because it was around the same period. So if you wanted to worship Zinch, probably not a good idea in any of the editions, actually. But if you want to do it, probably first or second edition, I guess.
Roxas, I wouldn't give you enough to cover the shipping to Canada on that fucking abomination.
What's that?
He says he's got Warhammer 3 that he never opened. He's willing to sell it to someone. It's like, I would never buy that.
No, I'm good. I wouldn't even take it for free. I think I tried it one time. My friend bought it and ran a game for us and just started like pulled out this giant. It's literally like comes in a giant board game box. And he pulls out all these tokens and all this shit. And I'm like, what is this? And we played like one session. I was like, dude, this is horrible. This is really
Same for
bad.
me.
Yeah, and I like
we
board
played-
games, but I don't like the two mixed at all.
No, I don't either. No.
We played one session. My buddy Laurent brought it, and it's like, here's this. You put this on this and this, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? I just want to kill fucking Skaven. Why? Why must I do all of this shit to just kill fucking Skaven?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't think it did well at all.
Do any of them
It's
have
like
roles for
$100.
Fire being a Skaven who's defected is now helping the humans?
No. No.
Those are the rat dudes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skaven.
Yeah, that's exact. Skaven in brackets, rat dudes. But in the
And their whole
ironical
culture is about
comedy part,
betraying
dudes
each
is
other.
was that nerds?
So their entire culture is about betraying each other. So why wouldn't one of them join the Empire?
Because the Empire has beans.
Yeah, that's it. That's the reason.
You
Lord
will beat the
Beans.
Skaven. Get Skaven.
I'm just saying, with how popular the silly kobold sign character is nowadays, you can bring along like an Eshin assassin instead. Even Garplock engineer who builds you weapons, blows himself up all the time. You said you didn't want it to be Grimdark, Bear. I'm trying my best here. Hit Slapstick or Grimdark. Those are my only speeds.
Sorry, what was the first one? Slapstick
Swa-
or Grimdark?
I don't see why you have to separate the two.
Yeah, I want the Grimdark slapstick, please. Make that work.
Dark. Let's go.
Grimdark slapstick. Yeah, I don't think you can make rape funny, so no.
Paranoia, maybe.
Not Grimdark enough. Not slapstick enough.
It could be slapstick.
I never got into paranoia. I never had any interest ever.
I love it. I think it's a blast. I don't think it's good for long-term games,
No, it's
but it's fun in short bursts for sure. It can be a really fun game.
At this point in the RPGs, nothing is good for long-term games anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, on that note, I'm going to end the stream because, as I said before, I've got shit to do. So, yay.
Ooh, basic
Gotta
bitch.
go.
All right, well,
Find
you know
back
what?
the koalas and chase off the
I'm going to
poisonous
start a stream
jellyfish.
because fuck this. I'm starting a stream. I will send everybody the link.
All right, see you there.
The Bear Cave.